Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love Not War series. And I have a number of things I'd like to change since the last video, and I've been thinking about it, and I think an important thing I need to do is build some airfields. Another thing I need to do is change some things in my government. Now, right now, I have a lot of political power gain per day, and I don't really need that anymore, so what I'm thinking about is getting rid of one of these guys. So let's go with Borman here. And instead, replacing them with somebody else. So we have the Prince of Terror, which is going to reduce partisan and resistance against us, which may be useful. Another thing we could do is, let's see, we've got fortifications, we've got military factory speed and dockyard speed. That would be important. Both of these would be important. And then we have armaments organizer, which is probably out of all the industry things, the least useful, because I don't really like the idea of conversion, because you use the civilian factories to build more military factories, and if you convert them all, then, well, you can't do that anymore, right? So out of all of these, I'm tempted to take the Prince of Terror. These guys just add party support. Don't really care about that. And then you have the political power gain and the trade deals. We're at war now, so I don't know if that's really as important. So between them, we either have the fortification engineer, which could be very important if we're going to continue constructing anti-air. As a matter of fact, I think I have a bunch of that going on. But it doesn't give me the... Yeah, it doesn't give me what I'm really looking for, which is the airfield construction. And I don't think radar counts. But you know what? I'll go ahead and take that guy. I don't think that is too much of a loss if we take the fortification engineer. I'm just torn between that and the War Industrialist, because the War Industrialist allows us to build military factories faster. And the more I think about it, I think that's the right call. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we're not going to get as much political gain per day, but I don't think that's as big of a deal now that we're at war. And we're using what political power we have to do what we need to do. For instance, we're still boosting party support here. We're doing it in Belgium as well. And I don't think there's any other countries I'm forgetting. I am working on Finland. And Romania is already fascist. I just can't get them to join for some reason. Spain is already 100% fascist. Mostly we're waiting on them to burn off the recovering from civil war penalty that they have. And then maybe we would have a chance at getting them to join. It's hard to actually say for sure. But that doesn't wear off until 45. Yeah, well into 45. So we've got quite a while for that. I could try and court like Venezuela, but I don't really know what good we'd get out of that other than trading and maybe getting other things out of it. Let's take a look here. I mean, they're already fascist, so there's nothing really to be done there. We could improve relations, but they're not going to likely join my faction. Even with improved relations, it looks like. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what else we can do with the political power. I mean, I could try and turn Mexico. But they have a lot of penalties against that. So, at this point, I think I'm happy with what we have. So, I'll probably start converting things in our government to different things, so not needing the political power game. All right, with that said, another thing I'd like to do is reroute one of my air fleets. So right now, I have an air fleet covering the Baltic states here, and the action it mostly consists of a handful of bombers against all of my fighters, and I'm knocking them down at a decent rate, but I really don't care if bombers are attacking the Baltic states anymore. I have no troops in here, and this is not my controlled territory. So I think we need to reroute the fighters here. And we need to route them over here. Now, I did mention, and I'm going to forget here if I don't do it, I need more airfields. So what we're going to do is we're going to build them in all the states along the border here, specifically in this area. So we'll start here, here, and here. And then we'll kind of work our way down. Like so. And I would like to bring a lot of those up to the top. So we'll start at the bottom here and bring them up to the top. It's going to allow me to have more fighters in the area. Now, it does look like it takes one of the slots in the territory, but you know what? Actually, those slots are seemingly independent of other things. So we're going to be improving the airfields in the area. Granted, some of these states don't have any airfields at all, so maybe I should just focus on where we already have airfields. It's all right, I think, though, to do what we're doing here. And I guess I'll also intersperse some factories so that we're working on that at the same time. So we're working on 2 airfields and 1 factory for right now. All right, now that I've done that, let's go ahead and focus on this air fleet. So we have these 300 fighters, and we're going to reroute them. And I'm going to reroute them into this airfield here. Now, this was a pretty full airfield, but considering the casualties that were suffered, we're going to have a lot of room. Because right now, yeah, there's a lot of groups in here, but look at the strength of some of these groups. Very much lowered. I could also move the close air support to somewhere else to make more room. Because right now, one thing I could do is I could start trying to bomb northern France, but I have no fighter coverage, and we could lose a lot of bombers, which is not something I'm a big fan of. Alternatively, I could send them somewhere else. I do have bombers over the Alpine region, not really doing anything because the Alpine region is no longer really a combat zone because the French forces are behind this line here into southern France. Now, southern France, as far as I know, has no fighter coverage or anything. So I could send these bombers elsewhere. For instance, I could base them in this airfield, which has no planes. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab... Well, the tactical bombers might be able to reach. Let's see. So if I assign them over here, they have good range, so they'll be fine. So any tactical bombers that are over here can reach, but the close air support is unlikely to. So I'm going to go ahead and rebase it over here. And then where else would we have bombers in this area? I'm actually surprised. Well, actually, no, that's probably it that we have signed right now. But what I can do is I can come up here and grab this group. I can always rebase things later if we need them. But right now, we need to make room for more fighters. So I'm going to go ahead and rebase a lot of these bombers. And we're going to be giving these bombers missions as well. So these are both fighter groups, so that's fine. And then we have over here, do we have any... Yeah, we have a tactical bomber and a close air support not doing anything. So we'll grab both of these guys and we'll send them over here. And that shouldn't overcrowd the airfield, I wouldn't think. All right, when those forces are done, we'll be good. All right, so that's a lot of what I was thinking. And now what I need to do is focus on all the offensives we have going on here. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to drive in here with the tanks, but I'd like to take motorized and have them come up here and hook around. No. Come up here, hook around to there. See if we can cut these guys off before the tanks knock them out. Alright, and then we have this going on. Alright, I would like to be able to come in here and cut these guys off. So we'll go ahead and start this advance. We have troops already moving here, so I'm happy with that. Move the tanks in. And then half of them I'm going to have help with this combat. Alright, so that is that, and I think down south now, we're trying to do another encirclement. So I'm going to take these troops, I'm going to send them there. These guys, I'm going to strategically redeploy because it's going to be a long haul for them over here. And then, I'm not sure if I should keep these guys here. Yeah, I'll keep them there. And I believe we have a defense going on here, but we're also attacking. Alright, let's go ahead and let time run. Alright, well that attack's not going particularly well. And it looks like they immediately stopped their assault, so why don't I grab these guys? Oh, that counts as planes, huh? Alright, well we'll grab the whole force, that's fine. As long as we can break up any attacks that are going on against this unit. Alright, let's go back up north and keep an eye on that push. Alright, well my initial move didn't really work. I was trying to break up, maybe surround these guys, but that's okay. This move is looking like it's going pretty well for right now. Oh, we've got these tanks that I need to have move. We're very close to cutting these guys off entirely, so we need to come in here, and I'll take half of these guys and have them drive down as well. Alright, so if we take here, and we take here, we've got them cut off. So that is what it looks like we're about to do. Which is fantastic. The more divisions I wipe out of the enemies, the better. Okay, so it looks like that move I had planned is not going to really work for me, so I'm just going to change it to a move here. It looks like the enemy has reinforced a decent amount. So I guess we'll just drive in with here to the tank, with the tanks, and maybe we'll be able to take the city. Alright, let's go back down to Turkey. It looks like I've succeeded with this fight. And if we can push in here, we'll almost have the cutoff done. Matter of fact, if I push here, then here, I'll have the cutoff, but I don't think that's gonna necessarily happen. And this fight is not going as well as I'd like. We're just going to have to sit on some troops and let them gather organization. Alright. Got 5 divisions here now. Alright. I'm actually torn on what to do here. I think I'm going to cancel those guys. I'm going to throw 3 divisions down here. Alright. That ended up breaking because the group that initiated the attack broke. I'm going to have to wait on that offensive, I think. I'm just worried that these guys are reinforcing. I could try and pin them to prevent it. But I'm not sure how successful I'll be at that. Alright, I think we gotta make moves here. So, a strategic redeploy over to here. This is dangerous, of course. I'm gonna move... Not quite yet, my troops. But once I've got enough troops here, I'm trying to think where's the best place to attack. Because I want to cut these guys off. That is the prime concern here. A move here would probably be decently successful as soon as we get these troops moving out. We'll have to see. Alright. I'm going to pay attention to the north for now because I think a lot of this is going to be timing. I mean, right now, there are 3 divisions in here. And there's bound to be more. I could throw the mountain alpine units in here just to pin these guys down, but it's going to be a really bad assault. I'm going to do it anyway, though, because I want them to be weakened. And then we're going to take these units. I'm going to wait until 5 hours. Okay. 3, 2, 1, gone. All right, good. Go. Then you come up. And then we've got the strategically redeploying unit that's going to come in here to stop any cut-off attempts. Okay. So that's actually going pretty successfully. I just need these guys to build up organization, which is right now they don't have very good organization at all. Because the next key to success here is taking of this. So I'm going to leave this guy behind, and we're going to push here. And when these guys get better organization, we'll add them into the fight. Now, I could have waited, but I want to kind of pin those guys down. Okay, so we're here. Grab the tanks. Throw them into the fight. Okay. Got a big defense going on here. Alright, well, you know what? I guess I'm going to wait, but it's almost time to destroy the units that are stuck in there. Okay, we've got a defense going on. We'll go ahead and attack. Looks like the AI is taking charge of the rest of the front nicely. I'm tempted to move here, but I don't want them to be able to break. Is this an attack? It is. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to attack here. And kind of squeeze these guys. And you guys can help with this attack. Then units like this are just kind of sitting there not doing anything. They need to move. Alright. Now we have time passed, so let's go ahead and take a look at my air fleets. So I should have 300 fighters here standing by. How many fighters are in this? 686. Alright, well, let's make a move here. So I'm going to take any air groups that have decent number of fighters, and we're going to put them into the fight. Alright, now we should have, let's see, air superiority. We almost have 600 ourselves in the fight. And I'm hoping that we have better quality fighters. You know, I wasn't paying attention if some of these guys already had missions. I don't think they did. And this fighter group is pretty much entirely wiped out. And these guys are pretty much spent. Well, we'll give this a go. Maybe I should have waited and allowed us to build up. But I'd like to attempt to try and knock these fighters out. I do not want my fleet getting bombed, and this fleet is essential for preventing any invasions on Denmark or Germany here. And as long as Denmark is held, they can't get through to the Baltic Sea, which is vital. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on that later and see what the casualties are like. If it's looking too severe, we might cancel it out. Alright, looks like we pushed out these guys. Alright, they're surrounded now. So you guys actually stay where you are and reroute to here. And you guys can help on this fight too. There we go. And we're going to have to defend here a little bit. But this is looking pretty good. As a matter of fact, once this defense breaks, I have another chance of cutting off units by just attacking over here. Although the, oh, Italians are attacking, I was going to say. Alright. Let's go back up, down to the south, I mean. Okay, we've driven in here. This assault is not going particularly well. But we're going to throw bodies at it. And it looks like I'm being assaulted here, so I'm going to have to cancel this part of the attack. And let's see what we can do if we add in 5 divisions here. And then I think we should probably start assaults in other locations. As a matter of fact, let's hold off here. Just stop. Stop these attacks. Okay, so that's what I thought would happen. Okay. We're being attacked. And I'll let this defense break, and then I'm going to go back in, I think. So for now, this is not going anywhere, it looks like. So we're just going to call that off. And, because I can, we're going to assault. Yeah, that's right. Take advantage of you. And then you guys are going to... Everyone but you and you are going to assault here. And then you two are going to help by assaulting there. Aha! Gotcha. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like these guys got... stopped their assault over here. Huh. Well, you know what? If I push here and I succeed, I can actually cut them off. So this is actually not a bad move. So we're going to throw what we've got at here. And these guys are pretty weary from attacking, so that is looking good. All right, let me come back up north just really quick. And... all right, so we've got some, I'm going to assume, defense going on here. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to reinforce that area. Wow, the Soviets have thrown a lot of troops up north here. These guys should be cut off, right? I would assume that they can't move here. I just don't know if there's a whole lot I can do about it right now. Not with my troops spread out like they are. Huh. Alright, well, we managed to take a pretty good area of territory here. Let's see if we can cut those guys off that I wanted to cut off. Yeah. I'm tempted not to do it, but at this point, let's go ahead and send these guys down there to help with the defense. And the tanks in here. Alright. So I think I'm going to leave this fighting for a little while and come back down south. Because, we're making good gains. And these guys were beaten. I think I'm just going to hold here for now. Now, this fight isn't going particularly well. But I'm actually okay with that. Because that allows me to do this. Alright, we've got a... oh, no. We lost somebody. Okay, let's see how the action in the North Sea is going. Because if it's looking like we're losing a lot... we've lost 68 to their 47. Yeah, that's not looking good. I mean, casualties are similar, but we're just straight up losing more than they are. And actually, it says enemy support loss, but they don't have active support planes in here, but obviously there are. I guess we're going to have to cancel these. I just can't deal with these this amount of losses right now, which is unfortunate. Because, again, it's important, I think, to keep these guys out of this area. But, all right, now let's move over here. We've got all these guys. We're going to go ahead and grab them all. And we're going to tell them to go into southern France. Now, we might have some pretty severe casualties here if we don't watch out. But I'm going to do ground attack here. And we're just going to bomb the French to cause them casualties and help out my allies. Okay, we'll take a look at that here in a second to see what the losses are like, to see what kind of air coverage the French have. For now, just gonna... Ooh, we got a factory. That's nice. So... I am half tempted to start another fighter line. And I think probably we should. Like, I do still need quite a lot of mechanized, but you'll see that I'm actually needing less motorized. So what I'm probably going to do is cut back a factory and add it over there. And then I think I'm going to add a new fighter production line, because we've already maxed out the one. And we'll just over time progressively build this up so that it's cranking out fighters. Because right now, the air war is where I think our victory is at. We need to crank this up big time. So when I get a chance, I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right. And then also, while we're into the production panel, let's take a look at our tanks. So we've got a heavy tank. So far, all of our tanks have at least one upgrade. And I have 355 experience. So, medium tanks are our backbone. Let's take a look at this. So right now we have 2, 2, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the heavy tank here. Oh, actually, I can see that all here. So, Tiger A. So we've got 1, 2, 5, 2. So we have quite a lot invested into the Tiger. So I don't think we need a new one of those. And we have the Leopard tank is 2221. Okay. Well, considering that the Panther tank is the one that we need the most of and we're producing the most of, I think we work on that. And let's see. So Panther A. All right, so we've got 2231. I'm going to go with again, I think engine's important for us. So we're going to get that up to max. And then main gun, I'm going to go up 1 tick, reliability 1 tick. And I think that's going to be it. I could up the armor here, but I think that would make it too expensive. Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we have 3352. And that should hold up the Panther for a while, and then probably we'll do the Leopard tank next. So we'll save that. And then we'll produce it. So Panther B. All right. Little knock of efficiency, but not bad. All right, so far so good. We're managing to hold out on the defense. We need more men up north, but we're just going to have to wait until these offensives, I think, finish off. And let's go back down south and see how things are going. Okay. This is progressing nicely. Got 3 divisions here. But I'm going to hold off for now. They are kind of beat up. Oh, we got another fight going on over there. Is there nobody over here? All right, I'll take that if you're going to give it to me. So we'll split 3 divisions, send them over there. And I guess I'll just wait with the rest. They may just send somebody over there in time, then... There we go, we've cut them off, it looks like. So... that was successful. Problem is now... we'll just let the mountain troops move in. Now that we have them cut off, what can we do with it? So, I figure we try and start annihilating units where we can. So, I'm going to take a single division here, and 2 divisions here, send them there, and then all 4 of these divisions are going to come into this attack. And I don't think I have any units down here. We do have units around here, but right now they're pretty beat up. Wow, these guys are holding out pretty nicely. You know what? Screw it. Send everybody in there. I can always tell them to stop the movement once they've finished it. You know what? The cutoff might not have officially happened yet. So, that might be part of the problem. Alright, just as a precaution in case I lose track of what's going on, I'm going to grab the German units here and these 2 German units and just have them there as a precaution. Okay. Let's go ahead and move these guys in. I know they're still pretty beat up, but better than nothing. Send these guys over here. These guys I'm going to stop attacking with. Alright, I lied. I'm going to continue attacking with them. These guys I'm going to help attack here with, I think. Okay, so far so good. Let's go back up north and see how things are going. So we've got an attack over here that's not going very successfully. I could help this attack out. I don't know how many divisions they have here. They have a lot. This is why I hate the AI sometimes. Don't do an attack where you're just going to get massacred. I'm surprised this is still going on. And we're not going to succeed in cutting them off. So I'm not really sure exactly what we're doing here, but they're almost beaten. But they're going to get out, so there was absolutely no point to this, I think. Alright, well, anyway, I think we check out the air fighting over here just to see how it's going, and then I think that's just going to wrap up the video. So far, we're being shot down by anti-air, but there's absolutely no other resistance. So you know what I'm going to do? I may even do strategic bombing with the tactical bombers and let the close air support do the ground troop bombing. So, yeah, we'll do that. And see how we can affect things. Maybe we can start knocking out some of this anti-air and the forts that are along here, maybe. In any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. We made good ground against the Soviets, although the Soviets are defending pretty heavily here. Let's take a look, actually, how the Japanese are doing. Alright, they're doing okay, but I'm not really noticing any gains that are different than what we've seen before. I mean, it looks like not much has actually changed here, which is, I guess, not too surprising. The AI tends to be a little bit on the slow side. We were sending a unit over here, up north, and it looks like they were stopped by this tank. Which is not great, I guess, but the Italians are making gains over here, though, which is good. They're also making gains against the French. So it looks like we're doing okay for the most part, and we're starting to beat the Soviets back here. And pretty pleased with our progress, and pretty soon we'll be able to employ some of these divisions here to start trying to wipe these guys out. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.